need to have a talk about Twitch.
Shut up and sit down.
Disclaimer. This video is to discuss things that happen on the site. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It is constructive criticism towards Twitch in a sometimes comedic, but also serious manner. The purpose of the video is to bring light to things that as a community should be worked on. I hope it helps the right people at Twitch or Amazon notice things going on that they may not have realized were, and fix it. You should not harass any broadcasters if you think they have broken terms of service. Report it and move on. I am not mad with any of the broadcasters on the site. I may not agree with what is done by them, but it's not their fault Twitch isn't enforcing it. The video's purpose is to be comedic, informative, and for us as a community to do better. We're gonna deep dive right into this pussy of a cesspool. Body painting. Body painting is presented in the Twitch terms of service. Time to hire Bob the Builder if you can't build a bridge and get over it. They've discussed Twitch is not a gaming site anymore, and if you want gaming, go watch it. It's logical if they want to keep growing to take up a market that isn't solely gaming. Reasons YouTubers are flowing over like diarrhea. It allows everyone to end up earning more money for those who have been royally fucked over by YouTube. However, Twitch also has a rep of allowing people to take advantage of directories and Twitch not doing anything about it. But we're going to get more into that after this. If camera angles are appropriate and they are acting appropriate, then there's nothing wrong. Appropriate camera angles need to be stressed for body painting and to make sure it's enforced. I believe it's an art and shouldn't be sexualized, but like I said, people will end up taking advantage of it and they need to reiterate it and be ready to crack down for people who will abuse it. Also, if you didn't know, body painting and special effects is a job in Hollywood. Face Off was one of those TV shows that showcased body painting models. Special effects, makeup, and body painting has been on YouTube for years. Some great examples of artists in the Twitch community are Jari and K-Pike Fashion, who, by the way, was invited to come over by Twitch. They show their potential and have art backgrounds. I want to add in, however, though, that just because you aren't a professional doesn't mean you shouldn't be allowed to try the medium. However, sexualizing it shouldn't be tolerated. Jari and K-Pike Fashion follow the rules and use several layers of latex or a strapless bra to cover themselves. Another thing I want to add in is that they make sure mods crack down on inappropriate behavior and educate their audience. Twitch should be better about banning these accounts who sexually harass these streamers. I'll report users with screenshots, and stuff does not always get taken care of. Twitch and bans. Oh boy, buckle up for this one. So remember back in March and when Twitch, released the new terms of service? Remember when they promised to enforce it? There isn't much of a gray area anymore. So when do words stop becoming lies and start meaning something? Not sure about you, but I'm sick of meaningless PR statements from companies. I want Twitch to live up to their word and do better. Reports should be conducted properly so people aren't wrongly banned and so that people do get banned when they deserve it for breaking the terms of service. Wearing what you want is fine. Girls have breasticles. No one complains when it comes to people in Hollywood wearing stuff, blah, blah, blah. Stop being horny and go honk your hog on the proper site if you're going to sexualize it. I used to hate on girls dressing up on stream, and reality is I grew up immature. I was immature after bullying and other serious things I dealt with in my life, and I'm not going to further address it. However, there comes a line where I've reported streamers and viewers who are blatantly breaking the terms of service, and to be quite frank, it's not the broadcaster's fault here. If the system's broken, people are going to take advantage of it, like me whenever I see pizza sitting out. If they break your terms of service to the T, you should enforce it, or it'll hurt everyone. I'll talk about that next. Twitch has allowed people to walk all over them like Robb Stark allowed his enemies in Game of Thrones and lost the respect of his army and died in the end. All this stuff I'm going to discuss has happened since their new terms of service has been out, and not one of them has gotten banned for it. Generally, I'll even attach Twitch to its terms of service when broadcasters are doing so, or even chat members, so they make it easier on Twitch and the people who ban them. I've reported streamers for making orgasm noises and faces into their ASMR mics, then smirking and bending over during it, with evidence. I want to add I love ASMR and I've used it to sleep, and who doesn't like falling asleep to the sound of rain? But sexualizing ASMR when it's in the terms of service isn't okay. The result of that? No ban. I have seen several affiliate viewers who come into my streams, or other broadcasters that I watch, and they'll end up being sexist or racist. I'll report it, with evidence, and no bans. I've reported streamers for live promoting their nude Patreons or nude private Snapchats live on stream with screenshots or clips. No bans. I've reported people for moving their camera right before they bent over so it shows worse than it did previously, so their cleavage spills out in front of the camera, then smirking at the camera. With evidence. No bans. I've reported broadcasters for flashing their panties while dancing on stream. With evidence. No bans. I have seen people be racist and sexist on social media by targeting other streamers, even if they're an affiliate, which Twitch said they would be considering now. And I know people who have reported it, as well as I have before. No bans. I reported a streamer who played the Super Seducer game, and when brought up about the threesome option in-game, has gone on to talk about her sexual threesome fantasy while puffing her chest, bending over, and pulling her top down to purposely show more cleavage. An obvious sexual innuendo. And you see, there's a difference when you're a girl between adjusting your top because it's awkwardly riding up from not sitting correctly on your torso, and then you're just plain pulling it down, and the results of ruining your shirt to be sexual. I reported it, with evidence. No bans. I have also gone on to report the same broadcaster, the very, very same broadcaster shortly after, who continued on responding to the comment of the man in the game, the Super Seducer game, about having a messy room. Nothing sexual about that, right? But she responded on with, "I'm a messy girl," while smacking her gum, smirking, and very obviously making a sexual innuendo to her audience. Attached evidence, no bans. I have seen people be blatantly racist, saying the N-word live on stream, and, also people spam it in chats. I'll report it. I'll have other people in my chat report it when it happens. I have mods report it, people attaching evidence. No bans. Yet, at the end of the day, we have broadcasters who don't say something racist and have it taken out of context and get banned for it. We have broadcasters banned for not literally doing anything wrong. Broadcasters having their streams taken down and banned by false DMCA claims. It's to the point where I've seen a lot of streamers say they don't feel safe about streaming on Twitch because if someone has ties or an innuendo against them, who's to say it's not going to get properly reviewed? Or that someone is going to somehow magically intervene and not allow someone to ban their channel. Yet there's others who have these ties and break terms of service on a regular basis and have that safety net. It's a scary spot to be in as a content creator, and it isn't okay. Twitch and other sites promote being for the LGBT+ community and for women against sexual harassment and also racism, yet when evidence is given, or screenshots or clips, they don't ban these people. But they ban people for out-of-context stuff without proper evidence, investigation on their part, or even simply asking the streamer what has happened, right? Twitch's future. I love Twitch. It may not seem like it, but I do. I love the people I've met. I love the viewers and the community I've created. I love seeing most of the content that is created on the site. I love the live streaming platform. They have taken some good steps, and they have taken some bad ones. Here's the thing, though. Twitch can keep not banning these people who are breaking terms of service if they so please. But if they do not get on it now, it's a matter of when advertisers will pull and not if. Each day, the question of when becomes more and more frightening. Let's take a look at YouTube. They faced an adpocalypse, partially because of terms of service being broken. It got worse even after. Example, YouTube was blatantly not enforcing it with the polls, faced massive media exposure via negative attention. People pulling from their channels and threatening to pull from YouTube as a whole. There's a difference between Twitch and YouTube for ads, though. Ads aren't specifically chosen to be able to be taken off of each channel on Twitch. It is a site-wide functionality. You can't just disable all ads from appearing on your stream when people click like they do with YouTube. They still sit on the side on YouTube. Ads being pulled from Twitch will hurt everyone. Considering when I tell people I stream on Twitch, when they ask when I'm wearing my Twitch hoodie, they take one look at me and make the comment about, "Oh, the sexual gaming site." That says a lot. It's only a matter of time before late night shows start joking about that too. It's already hard being taken seriously in this industry as a female to other people site-wide, but as a whole, as a broadcaster, it's hard to the everyday world to be taken seriously, and we need to band together. Twitch is already starting to become mainstream, and if they don't clean up now before it truly takes off, well, shit will hit the fan. As Jon Snow stated in Game of Thrones, when enough people make false promises, words stop meaning anything. Then there are no more answers, only better and better lies.